You're listening to Unspooled, the podcast where bad prints become learning experiences, eventually. Hosted by Corey from Moji 3D, who somehow has owned more printers than most people have owned filament, and Steve from LayerXLayer, who may or may not be running a small filament warehouse from home. Each week, we dive into printing, projects, people, and the occasional rant. So load your build plate, hit print, and let's get unspooled.
All right, we are officially live, episode 38. Did I get that right, Steve? 38.
Yeah.
All right.
38.
So how are you doing?
Chilling, man. Just chilling, having fun.
Having fun.
Cool couple of days. Did the thing at Micro Center for Creality, which was pretty cool. That was actually pretty fun. Did a lot of like helping people troubleshoot, which was like not what I was there for, but you know, if people see someone like representing a company that they have product for, they're like, hey, guy from this company that I bought stuff from. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, no. I'm a guy who's from around the corner. I was like, I'm just here.
Literally around the corner.
Literally around the corner. I was like, but like, and then I would like tell him like, listen, I was like, I can answer your question, but not in the capacity of it's coming from Creality or coming from Microsoft. It's just coming from my years of experience. And so most of the time it was like, you know, user error. We know a lot of times people they get into it and it's just like, oh, it's not working. It doesn't print. It only prints when you do this. And you're like, oh, okay, well, this is what's going on. You know, and you solve their problem right there. And they're like, holy crap. Like, what's your information? I need to look you up.
Glad we came, right? Get the information from the, well, I mean, that's the thing is like when people are in 3D printing, if they are social and they do seek out the people that are already in 3D printing in the hobby, they can often get their questions answered quicker than even going directly to the company. So
I mean that, and then I was also, you know, telling people like, look, hey man, like this, like, yeah, I went on Facebook. I was like, trust me. I was like, there are parts of 3D printing. There's 3D printing world out there that you have not even dipped your toe into if you're only doing Facebook groups. You know.
Yeah, and like I think like I get that question a lot, like which social has the biggest 3D printing community like membership, and I mean Facebook is obviously huge.
Oh yeah.
X has a big one. I mean TikTok, everything, but just basically like I'm always just like, you know, pick one that you like and that you use a lot and use well, and then seek the people out. I'm like, go to the search menu and hit 3D printing, and pretty much we will all pop up somewhere.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. How was your week?
Good. Busy. Today was busy. But kind of, well, what's today? What's today? Wednesday. I always forget. I always think I'm always in the mindset of early in the week because I'm used to doing this on Tuesday, being on Wednesday. But no, good. A lot going on. I've got a big, not first robotics from our robotics team, but I've got a big robotics project of my own. So it's a Moji 3D robotics project that I'll share more in probably like 2-3 weeks, maybe once I know more. So that's going to be neat. That's going to take a lot of my time for the next 3 months or so. Still got the attic project, which is kind of like taking a dive lately. Arc Raiders is probably to blame for that. Put too much Arc Raiders and am not building out the attic, but I'll get back on that at some point. So yeah, I've been 3D printing a lot because of that robotics product or project, which I mean I usually 3D print quite a bit anyways, but that's been, the printers have been going for that. But that's about it.
Yeah. I've been printing a little bit more. I don't think just whimsical stuff. I don't want to say whimsical. Just stuff in general. More so stuff in relation to the road show. But yeah, life has been good. I've been getting good news left and right. So people I ran into like, it was kind of cool because I ran into someone from like high school at one of the road shows, and she was like interested in 3D printing, and it was just like, you know, like I think people seeing like, oh, like you're like in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm drinking.
In.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
way.
We're not even drinking the Kool-Aid. We're it's like intravenous.
Yeah, at this point, geez.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's going on in printer news? Did you see that giant Trunksy that Fedor was messing with yesterday?
I didn't. I haven't caught up on his stuff, but I know Trunksy's been making the big ones for a while.
Sheesh.
But I know what's the other let's see, what was it? Fohammer, he just came out with his Cobra X video. I don't know if anybody caught that, but that was pretty good.
Nice.
A pretty good take on it, but I know that one's been getting a lot of interest. I know you said the other day that you like it and might want one. I think that was after the Uncle Jesse video or something.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like an interesting printer. It looks.
Yeah. It's like A1 clone-esque, like the Sparks, but yet very different, and does some very different things that we haven't seen before. Specifically, if anybody hasn't seen it, but if you look it up, the filament ejection.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
At the end of loading.
That was one of the things I was like, oh.
Yeah, like that's something we've never seen before. And it seems so trivial, right? Like,
yeah.
But in actual practice, it's quite ingenious. And I think you're going to end up seeing it more.
Well, one of the things that I always had trouble with was why do squiggly pools for purging when you could just let it just drop and then cut it off, and then you just have like these straight lines that you can actually do something with. And I like, so doing different things like that is pretty awesome. And I think like Joel had mentioned that Creality was doing something where they were doing straight pools or something like that, which I'm like, that's pretty cool, because then you can do something for me, because I always do something with my filament waste. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect for me. I'm like, this is awesome. Let's do more of that.
I think the most impressive part of it, though, with the Cobra X was that the AI spaghetti detection, or the AI its clog detection, works so well that it will identify a clog and then spit that piece out of that ejection part at the top. That is just it's just really cool. I think I imagine you're gonna see that a lot. If I was building and designing a printer, that is something that I would be looking at pretty intently. So it's cool.
Yeah.
But we've got a good guest tonight.
Real quick, one more thing. If you guys have not seen it, Tech Jeeper did a You Kiss Your Mother with That Mouse Snake.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll maybe try to pull up the photo of it later.
Yeah.
And I hate saying it because I'm like, we're biased, obviously, but it looks cool, man.
Well, I think the nature of the 30 or 45 degree angle, I'm not sure what his is set up to, 30 or 45. I think Rob Mink asked the question, but I didn't see the answer for it. But I mean, depending on the angle, either whether you're printing at 45 or 30 degree, the nature of a belt printer printing on an angle with a filament like the Unspooled filament that transitions so quickly,
randomly.
Looked, I mean, it's really meant, it's almost like the filament is meant to be printed on a belt printer. It came out exceptionally well. If you guys haven't seen it, we could probably share the picture, but just check out Tech Jeeper on X. I know that was the place I found it. It's something to look at. It was quite impressive. I mean, not to mention the baby belt print quality is pretty impressive in itself, but the coloring on it, I think you're going to show it.
I actually saved it because I'm that kind of person. All right, there you go.
Is it you or Matt sharing it?
No, that's Matt. All right, look at Matt on the job, man. on the
I mean,
job.
look at the transitions in that. Like that
Yeah, that
is
looks so cool.
that is yeah. It just to me it seems like it was meant for meant to be printed on that. I'm not sure you would find another gradient that would do that. But.
Yeah, I almost kind of want to eat it.
Yeah, it looks like candy. Looks like
it
a gummy
does.
snake.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just spectacular.
Of
but,
all the best flavors at that too. You're like,
yeah.
oh dang.
Yeah, and I think that might be, like I said, just the nature of the angled printing, the 45-degree printing is just.
That thing looks cool.
Yeah, it looks so good. But all right, we'll stop tooting our own horn. But we're also tooting TechJeeper's horn because
he's
the baby belt was obviously built well. The print quality is pretty spectacular. But the cool thing about the baby belt is it's so small, but yet you can still print a pretty sizable print on it because it's a belt printer, right? So you have that infinite. So you're limited on the width of it, but
you can print a sword. You can print a sword on that thing, like a katana or something on there, like with ease.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been wanting to build one, but after I saw his, it looks good.
Yeah,
like the material he used on the belt is like it just looks really good. Now I'm like, I got to build one, but
dude, you need to start putting your affiliate code on those posts, man, because I know we were all like, at least 4 of us was like, I kind of want a belt printer.
yeah, it's really cool, and I've wanted one forever. But every time I see someone build one, but TechJeeper's really like that looks like one that I would want to build. Like if I was going to build one, those are like the colors, and I haven't seen one yet that has the belt fabric that looks that good. Like
I think it's the combination of his looks pretty cool, and then he's using transition filaments, which like I feel like granted I'm pretty sure he's not the first one to do it, but seeing him do like stuff that like this kind of warrants a transition and it looks good kind of adds to it, you know what I mean? So it's just a plus, man. It's cool how it's all set up.
Yeah I like it. I like it a lot.
TechJeeper's always doing cool stuff, man. But speaking of doing cool stuff, our guest tonight,
he's doing some really cool stuff. So without any more hesitation, let's bring him on.
Hello,
Mr. MakerViking, how you doing?
Mr. Maker,
I'm doing all right.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming on for sure.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, he is on a different part of the globe. And it is very late where he's from. So we are thankful that he joined us. And if it was that time here, I'd already be sleeping.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. So
unfortunately, I have not seen you do that smart thing in the year or two that I've known you. So you're always
it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I think like I see tons of posts by you all over the place, and in my time it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like, or like my time it'll be like now, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I do the math, and I'm like, that was like 4 a.m. your time, and
I tried to post a bit earlier than that because more people would see it if I post it before midnight here.
Yeah,
but some posts have been later than that. Yeah,
that's one of the things that seems kind of, to me, that seems kind of weird. It seems like 3D printing, like the push seems more I guess like Western, like the US like is really all in on 3D printing, but like you don't see that a lot in like it's like I know like you and Noppin and like 3D Jake, or like it's not like as I'm pretty sure there's tons of people doing it. You just don't see them like in the community as much. Like why is that? Or do you have any idea like what's going on there?
At least not in our part of the community, because the community itself, it's all these different bubbles around the globe. And like in Japan, for instance, that it's a totally different scene that we used to hang out in. So they're out there, just not where we are, mostly. And there's plenty of people in Norway printing,
but I don't know too many of them.
Yeah.
I know probably 3, maybe 4 in Norway,
Wow.
and I
You
know
like, there's
hundreds in
got to
the
be like,
US.
yeah, I know,
Yeah, you
right?
would think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
would think
noticed
that
that
it
a
would
while
be.
ago.
I mean, it's popular everywhere. But so speaking of Norway, just a non 3D printed related,
Mhm.
I've got to like my hat off to you guys and the Winter Olympics because you guys wrecked it.
We did.
You guys had something like 18 golds and like 44 total medal. Like,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
So
On behalf of the whole of Norway.
yeah.
So
But yeah, I guess I don't know why I would expect Norway to be huge in 3D printing. It just seems like it's I don't know, maybe it's just that you're everywhere, so it just seems like Norway is also everywhere in 3D printing. But,
yeah,
yeah.
I've been part of the community since I got my first printer mid-February 2018. So it's been a few years.
Tornado, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I
I
love
literally
that
just
printer.
gave a TV. I gave it to someone like just Thursday, and the big plus about it is that he got it up and running. Like he was new to 3D printing 100%. He got it up and running, and then when I got to yesterday, he gave me like his first like model that he printed, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's freaking cool." So I love the TiVo Tornado. I had the gold edition, which was really nice.
Oh yeah, mine wasn't a gold edition, but it was. Yeah, I bought it before that. That came out. But I did love it. It was awesome, especially after some mods. But
dude, people used to slam that machine. I'm like, I don't get it. I was like, though, I bought it from somebody that was selling that and a couple rolls of filament, and
it was better than the CR10.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Like I never had one when it was new. I picked up a Tornado used, but it was they had abused it, and I just never had the time. I never had the time to get it going, and I gifted it to someone. But I did have the TiVo. Was it the Tarantula? No.
Yeah.
That came out before the Tornado. I think it's smaller.
I did have that, and it was a good printer. I never had any issues with it. You know, they made good machines. I think they had I think that TiVo got lumped in with like some other printers that had bad names.
Oh
people thought it was them.
And
they just never kind of took off. But
and they changed the name after a while. I don't remember to what, but
I can't remember either.
No, it was something, but
yeah, they were.
I did love my Tornado. Never had another TiVo, but it was good for a while.
So you said 2018 was when you got into it. Is that when you also started designing, or did you start designing before that? Or after?
The designing started after getting the first printer. I did buy an Ender. A week or two after getting the Tornado, so I was hooked immediately. And I started designing probably within a month after starting 3D printing.
Nice.
I actually, the first model of yours I printed, was the skull front cover for the A1.
Oh yeah, my most popular model by far.
I love that. When I remember, so when the front covers for the A1 started coming out, and like all kinds of people were making them, that was the one that stood out. And then I printed. It was like a radiation symbol for the eye, and it looked really good. But that was a good design. I like that one.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But that has been printed many times. I think I have maybe 10,000 downloads or something.
Wow.
So
so here I'll
by far the most popular.
I'll post it here if anybody is interested.
I remember
in getting
when you dropped that thing, and you was like, "Oh, dude, check this out," and I was like, "Oh, that is insane."
That went viral, and I saw it on TikTok. Cool. I saw it on Reddit.
If you have an A1 and you're interested in like customizing a little bit, if for me, out of all the 3D printable covers, it was just the coolest one I saw. So if you're interested in doing it, and I've seen it in like all different colors, like blacks and reds, and I can't. Mine was. I can't even remember the colors I did mine in. But the guy who the guy who bought my A1, it's still on there. So, but yeah, it's a good cover. So print it.
Thank you.
You. So we
I
had
do
a
have
couple-
one
go
more
ahead.
extruded cover. That was the monster eye in the wall.
Mhm.
I actually preferred that myself.
Yep.
That
But
was
that didn't
the
take
green
off at
one,
all.
right? Was that the green one?
It was the Polymaker blue green for the eye,
Yeah.
or the around the eye.
Yeah.
And the cover was white or marble,
Gotcha.
I think.
Yeah, kind of looked it to me. It kind of looked like a dragon eye or something. That
Yeah,
was
it was a
looking-
lizard
Mhm.
/ alien.
Yeah, it was cool
in my mind, at least.
Yeah, either one, and especially if you did it like you could do that in a lot of different types or colors of filament, and it would look really cool. Yeah.
I mean, though, I wonder like if any of the new printers have that ability. You know what I mean? To like do the eyes or like different face plates on.
So I know, I think it was the I think it was the H2D. So Heinrich, he did a gold, like he plated one because he obviously plates everything. But he did the gold, and then someone was like, "Oh, that would look good silver," so he silver plated it. I know they're doing that. So the plate that does come off, so it would be a relatively easy front cover to mod for that.
That have the removable gear as the A1 and A1 Mini?
Don't remember if it does or not. If anybody saw that and wants to comment in chat, it was the Heinrich cover. It did that have a gear in it? I think it does, because I thought I remember when that printer came out, people being like, "Oh, it's got the A1 style."
Oh yeah.
No, so
I haven't really looked at it. So I have that type of design for quite a while since I started TinkerAtlas. So I hope to get back to that soon.
That was actually like the second. I think it was like the second model I ever printed on my A1 Mini.
Oh yeah, nice.
Was that? But, so, what else have you been working on? Because you told us kind of off stream here, you got a few different projects in. We all are aware. Well, I'm guessing a lot of people in chat are aware of your TinkerAtlas.
Probably, yeah. I've seen, I know a lot of those names at least. But TinkerAtlas is the main project for sure. But I'm also dropping a book soon.
Yeah, I just downloaded it. Or the
prequel. Yeah. And the book one will come soon. I don't have a set date yet, but soon.
Nice.
So
don't set a date. Right?
No.
Pull a George R.R. Martin, okay, and just drop the book on us.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sci-fi book, military sci-fi with some.
Oh, you got me. You had me at military sci-fi. I love military sci-fi, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's actually gonna be my nightly reading tonight. That's what I'm gonna read, because so yeah, if you guys go on
TinkerAtlas,
if you go on TinkerAtlas, it's like his third post down. You'll find the link to that. Let me see here. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So I have a question, right? Because most of the time when I see you're in this chair, do you have legs?
I do.
Okay, I was curious.
Pretty long legs too. I'm 6'3".
Okay.
So
all right, I was just always wondered.
Yeah,
I was like, does he have legs? I don't know. So I know you're into like you do a lot. Okay, I need you to calm down because you don't sleep. You're writing a book. You have you're building a website. You make models and you make printers. Right. So are you still doing the printer builds, or because you had and I'm gonna butcher it, Fenrir and Ymir or something like that, or Ymir?
Ymir.
Okay.
And that's the more Nordic way of saying it. It's a bit mix of Nordic and English, but still. Ymir is the huge one. That's not the top priority of the design printers. Fenrir is though.
Okay, cool.
So I hope to have some time to finish up the prototype for that soon.
Okay, nice.
I was waiting for some filament, but I got that a while ago, so I really have no excuse for not printing that part I need to reprint yet. But
Yeah.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
Nice. Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you said something about on TinkerAtlas since what, July 1st? You've basically been going
Something like
nonstop.
that. July 1st,
Yeah.
I worked every day, and most days, including weekends.
Mhm.
Most days are between 12 and 18 hours of work.
So
I have had 27 hours sessions as well.
So
Goodness gracious,
I
dude.
also want to point out, so if you guys are on MakerAtlas, right? If you want to support MakerAtlas, right? Because anytime
Yes.
we have these type of projects that a maker, a creator, whatever it is, but especially in the 3D printing world, and you want to support it because that's the biggest thing, right? You have you have people with Patreons, you have people with YouTube subscriptions and joins and all that stuff. But if you really want to support someone, the best way to do it is just to do like some monthly thing for whatever they're doing. So if you already have a TinkerAtlas account or you don't, and you do sign up, it is free. But there is also an option of doing a monthly subscription. And I really think everybody should check that out because not only is TinkerAtlas a really cool platform for makers online, if you really look into it, it's got a little bit of everything that we find on all of these different social platforms. So if you spend time on it and you're utilizing it, drop MakerViking a little support by signing up for that monthly subscription. I think I know that would help him immensely.
It would.
And let's try to show our support for what he's doing because not only does the site look amazing, the functionality of it is
good.
pretty friggin' cool. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you currently have an account, really think about the subscription. There is a monthly and an annual option, so take a look at that because I know he would really appreciate it. So
I would for sure.
Also, his birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do my research, man. Next, and not even a week away.
No, 5 days or something like that. So it's getting close. I'm getting old.
Kind of what would be a better birthday present? Can people just donate without doing a membership as well? Or
there's Ko-fi and PayPal options.
Yeah, if you don't want to necessarily do a membership, if you don't like hanging out with people who enjoy 3D printing and finding them in your neighborhood, that's cool. But if you just want to donate, feel free to hop on there and donate and help keep the project going. I think it's very useful. People, can being able to find other people that enjoy 3D printing, because we find each other online. But if you all of a sudden see someone pop up in your neighborhood, well, roughly in your neighborhood, then it's someone that you can meet up and chat about 3D printing because we all do it. We're here watching a 3D printing podcast because we like 3D printing that much that if we found out someone lived near us, we'd try to find them.
Well, and I think like one of the biggest things that I've seen over the last year in areas like Seattle and Michigan and Minnesota and then in Canada they're doing it, but TechJeeper's done a bunch, the meetups, right? The Maker
Liz did one.
So
they're doing one in Seattle. Yeah.
When you have people that want to do maker meetups, and this could be all over the world, because this TinkerAtlas is everywhere. If you're anywhere in the world and you have an interest of meeting and gathering up with people in your area for a maker meetup or something like that, this is literally the best way to do that, right? You sign up for it, you find people. People in Norway sign up for this because there's clearly got to be more than 4 of you people in there that are into 3D printing, but wherever you're at, and then use that to find these people and connect and have your maker meetups, and use TinkerAtlas as your way to do that.
I plan to add more features related to that exact thing. It's on my list up here. That's
yeah. I mean,
long, but still, it's
like,
there.
and I literally, I just thought of that right now, because I was like, if how would I go about?
Yeah.
Like, I live in a rural community compared to a lot of places, right? I live in Maine. We're a small state in general, and in the area in the state I live in is probably the second largest, areas. But people in states like mine, it can often be difficult to find other makers or other 3D printing people, because we have one makerspace in the area, but not all 3D printing people go to the makerspace. And plus, makerspaces often have a high cost of membership that a lot of people can't afford.
They do.
So having something like TinkerAtlas to connect people who might not know that my next door neighbor could be a 3D printer. I don't know them,
Exactly.
and I have no idea. But TinkerAtlas could tell me that, so it's a great idea. And I hope people use it more. I have now signed up for an account, and I'm going to use it. And that's what I'm going to use it for, is I'm going to use it to try to find other people in Maine. I'm going to try to get it known to as many people in Maine to help get them to sign up. That way I can then selfishly find them. So
yeah.
you use a good tool to find cool things. So
yeah.
And more tools coming as well for streamers. I am working on something for streamers. So
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, between you and Tech Jeeper, man, we're, like, the 3D printing community is going to be like all teched out, man. It's going to be pretty cool. Like, someone new is going to be able to come in and just find like everything they need between you two guys. So that's actually pretty cool. That's it's forward looking, because not a lot of communities have that kind of stuff, where they can catalog things and find people and not feel like they're like in a hobby all by themselves. Because trust me, a lot of people think that they're like they're the only one doing this. And then I get messages from people like, hey, somebody told me you were in the 3D printing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm a little bit, like just a skosh. I got like a couple machines, and you're like trying to see what they're saying. Like what machine do they have? And they're like, oh, I got a Dremel. You're like, okay, go burn that. Oh,
that Dremel was a good machine back in the day, though. 2026, not so much, but back then it was a decent machine.
I met a teacher. She said that Dremel. What happened was Dremel had like an education package, and that's how it went up in a lot of schools. She's like, that machine is terrible. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I mean, it's definitely not new gen 2022 forward machine, but it wasn't bad. If you knew what you're doing, you could get them to print. But yeah, they definitely targeted the educational communities and kind of suckered a lot of those like STEM programs into buying them. And well, so did Da Vinci there for a period of time with all the Da Vinci XYZ printers, and Ultimaker had a lot of educational grant stuff that
think
you find a lot.
FlashForge had some stuff as well. And the printers from FlashForge didn't used to be good. They got good with the 5M and 5M Pro.
And I
know my 5M Pro.
You find a lot of FlashForge Creator Pros in a lot of educational facilities, because they were an inexpensive. Well, they were actually expensive back then, but they were a kind of an inexpensive IDEX option at the time, or dual nozzle. But they worked, but it took a lot of knowledge and a lot of hours to get them working. Now everybody just buys all the new gen machines and just.
I mean, that's kind of the reason why, like, we have old machines and we don't want to donate them to a school unless you got like someone in there that's like already doing 3D printing, like old school 3D printing. You're like, this thing is gonna go there and it's gonna die. And like, and you could just wait and find somebody who will at least use the parts for something else. Because outside of that, you're like just adding to like a trash heap if you send it to a school now, especially now with printers being as cheap as they are. Like, they can take that, do a small rally or whatever and gather some cash to go and buy like a one of the newer $200 to $400 range printers.
Yeah,
because there's so many of them. There's so many options now.
yeah,
So
they are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so good. But so
Yeah.
for speaking of so for you, what is your go-to printer right now?
Dude, I was about to ask him the same thing.
Like if you're gonna get up right now and go print something.
Hold on,
and you need-
hold on. Let's do this two ways.
Yeah.
Like money. We're gonna go. Money doesn't matter, right? And then we're also gonna go, like traditional in a sense. So if money didn't matter, they could be the same thing. It could be like this is the one regardless.
But he could have all bamboo H2Ds, so money isn't like right. Like first we gotta find out what he has for printers.
Yeah, I do have some printers still. I have less now than I used to have, but I have 2 working printers, and that's the 5M Pro and the Plus 4 from Chile. I like both.
Well, this guy loves him some cheaty machines, man. Yeah,
I looked right at you, like, oh god.
So yeah, that's cool. All the Plus 4.
Printers I want now. There are several, but I would actually like to try out the Core one with the Index.
Yeah,
that would be nice, but I don't have the money for it, so that won't happen.
That's the money is not a hindrance. The one is the Core
or an XL. That would also be nice.
Yeah.
And I would run Clipper XL on it that my buddy Rack Outlaw made.
Yeah,
nice.
He's still working on.
I think you're. I think a lot of us would join you in that with the Core one with the Index like that. Like if I love the U1.
Same. I want that too.
Yeah, I love the U1. I use mine all the time. It's a great printer, but for something that has more tool heads and more colors, and if money was no object, I would drop $2,000 on that machine tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
easy. Easy.
Yeah, I think that was about the perfect answer.
Yeah.
I got no other questions.
I never had a Prusa, so it would be nice to test a Prusa for once to see how it is. But I highly doubt that I would enjoy their firmware over Clipper.
That's
to be fair.
Yeah, and I liked. So I had 3 MK3S pluses, which was like right before the MK4.
Yeah,
and I loved them. They're great machines. They're workhorses. You can print 6,000, 8,000 hours on them, and they just go. And the firmware at the time was good. They had come out after I had parted ways with mine. They had come out with newer versions that were faster and faster, Prusa slicer profiles. Because the speed was the only real thing, right? Like when you start getting into the newer gen machines, the speed of the MK3s were painful.
Yeah.
The quality is still there though. I mean, they just print really good, and the robustness of the machine is pretty good. The support's obviously good. But yeah, I am also a Clipper person. I just think Clipper, for what it is just the best firmware. I also like RepRap.
I haven't tested it, but I like it.
Yeah. Very similar to Clipper, where it's adjustable on the fly, whereas like Marlin or you're compiling. So it is nice. But yeah, I'm definitely a Clipper person. So the the guy who did the Clipper, the XL Clipper?
Yeah. That's one of the guys I talk with every day.
I've seen a little bit about it, but I don't own an XL, so I haven't really delved into it. But that would probably be something I would probably look into as well, because a Clipper XL would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun project for sure.
Yeah.
And he's worked a lot on it. So
yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I don't think that's knowing Clipper, and printer firmware, I don't think that's a small feat to get that functioning.
It's a lot of work.
That's like proper printing level stuff.
Yeah.
Because he does some wild stuff too. But
he does. Also a great guy.
Yeah, super nice. Yeah. But so let's see. I'm looking. Oh, so guys, if you haven't checked too, I keep posting all kinds of links in here. I'm gonna lose. So that's MakerViking's website, which has the link to his models, which I think are all of your models on MakerWorld.
MakerWorld, yeah, all should be there, I think.
Okay.
Google. That was in Norwegian. And I do have some models other places, but I think all is on MakerWorld because that's the where I focus the most.
Now you used to be like huge on things, right? Do you still things are just like or like your point? Yeah, trust me, I'm the same. I like things just kind of like die for me a little bit.
Yeah, I had a membership site or the membership area there and all that. But that part of it died for me. So, and I haven't made that many models for a while.
Yeah.
So, and to be honest, I earn more from having models on MakerWorld than I did on Thanks.
Yeah,
so,
I think a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the same way. I was Thangs originally, but I find the UI on Thangs to be dreadful. I just cannot do it. Both the browsing capability of it, but then also the model management of behind the scenes. I just cannot do it. I don't know why.
It was for me. Different. It was the versioning. Like when you like, I made a small change. Like this doesn't require it to be another version. Yeah. Like just replace it. Just replace the file.
So my favorite as far as how it functions as a site and thing is printables, but
printables is good.
I did transition most of my stuff to MakerWorld just because the rewards for a designer on MakerWorld are so much better than printables. That the value I was getting from it, and for by value I just mean I'm putting out a free model, and then Bamboo Labs gives me enough rewards where I can trade it in for filament and then print more models.
And for me, with my personal income is nothing almost, so I couldn't have bought anything without the income I get from my models. So
if you guys want to look at MakerViking stuff and support him in any way, if you go to the MakerViking.com, the last link I posted, that basically gets you to everything. There's a link there to your models to MakerWorld. There's a link there to TinkerAtlas. So that site gets you basically to everything MakerViking. And then in the top the top right menu on the site is all your socials too. So it looks like YouTube, X, Instagram, Patreon, and
I don't think about it.
Oh, that's just the light and dark. Okay.
I need to add Twitch as well. MakerViking.com is not quite finished yet because I moved it from WordPress over to my own system instead, and I still have some work to make it perfect, but it's getting there.
It looks good. I like it. I like your logo, by the way. When did you change that? Is that new?
A couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I still haven't fully transitioned. I really like the new one. The bad thing about it is that when it's small, it's hard to see what it is.
Detail.
Yeah. The old one was good like that. You saw immediately what it was. So I'm not 100% sure I'm transitioning or not yet, but we'll see.
I will tell you, I'm personally a fan of the old one. To me, it's easier to like throw on to merch and stuff like that. Because it's probably going to be cheaper to actually print because it's a single color for the most part. But maybe you can find like a happy medium between the two of them or something.
They are decently similar though in the design with the Viking head and something. So I might be able to use both, but I'm not sure what I'm doing yet.
But the other thing too is that site has the link to both of your printers.
The wiki is there.
And Ymir.
Also, the link to his merch store is that up and is that full on now? Because you have
that works.
So cool. Nice. Bob made me do it. Is this
that's a good one.
Is this Bob Carnes, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Of course.
I like Yeah, I mean, if you guys do look at his merch store,
I need to make more stuff.
yeah, I like your designs are nice. I mean, you can't like the whole Norwegian Viking design thing. You know, you can't. It looks good on anything.
Yeah.
And that's lovely. But yeah, I might have to. I like the no, my printer isn't done yet. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a double meaning because
Yeah.
of course it's for Fenrir and
Yeah.
Ymir. They're not
Yeah.
done yet. That
Yeah.
was the main part, but it's also like for people that like the mod printers.
Yeah.
It's basically never done.
Yep. No. Yeah,
So,
you're always changing something on it.
Yeah.
GTR Dad in chat, well, you know, one of our mods, he knows all about that. That guy is always fixing, modding, or repairing a printer. Like,
Yeah.
all
I
the
used
time.
to do that, but I have that time, and I got a bit tired of modding. I will get back to it eventually, but I have several printers in parts. I'm in part way through upgrading after designing new parts for them, but
yeah,
I need
like
to have time.
I've always referred to myself as a tinkerer versus more like I'm a maker. Yeah, I make stuff, but it's the tinkering that I think it's taking one thing and turning it into something else, or taking something and then improving upon it in my, you know, like getting it to where what I think it should be. But yeah, it's always that's why like I love where 3D printing is at now. I love the new machines. I love everything that is just send to print and print as far as a tool and the quality that it can produce. But it also irritates the hell out of me as a tinkerer that there's like very little I can do with the things, right? Like, so
True.
I still like the, well, like your Core XY printers and like the Vorons and the Rat Rigs and all the things out there where you can build them and you can make them what you want them to be. Because it satisfies.
It's almost the same thing like with cars. You have your daily driver, and then you have the project car in the garage. So it's totally possible to do the same thing in printing. So
yeah, that's actually a good idea. I've never heard anybody put it like that, but that's exactly it. But,
or you could just leave them alone and just not tinker with them at all.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
That's what I've done for a while. So
just buy a kit and build one, and then leave the other ones alone.
Yeah, I like to have. I used to be like you, like the no, my printer isn't done yet thing. And then I got smart at somewhere around like 2021, where I was like, these are my working tool printers, and even though I want to leave them the hell alone, and just keep them working, and then these are my playthings that I tinker with, and it's okay if they're broken.
That's how it was with me when I started sculpting, because then I needed tools and all my time went into designing instead, or sculpting. So and I started to get a bit tired of all the tinkering. I've done that for years by then, so it's still part of what I like, but I need to have time again, and I need to find the joy of it again. So I need both of those. And I know I will get back to it eventually.
What's your go-to app for sculpting?
I was just gonna ask that.
I have been using ZBrush up until now, but I recently transitioned to Linux instead of Windows.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of taking up Blender when I start sculpting again.
Sheesh.
Blender's a rough one, man.
Or right into the deep end.
Yeah, or Nomad if they finally get a Linux
right
answer.
I'm ZBrush and Nomad. Over the last year and a half, I lean much more towards Nomad. I just the guy designing Nomad is a friggin' genius, and that software
is running on your iPad. It's running on old iPads.
And it just and like ZBrush now, like I have ZBrush on my iPad. There's an iOS version. It's not quite like the full version of ZBrush, and it doesn't. I just found after transitioning I found Nomad to just be better for for how I did things, which is odd because I've tried that same thing. Fusion 360 is my primary CAD software, and I've tried FreeCAD, Onshape, Plasticity 3D, Shaper 3D, and all those I can't transition away. So I was shocked that I could transition from ZBrush to Nomad, but and I think Nomad is kind of your go-to, right, Steve?
Oh yeah. Nomad for organics, and Shaper 3D for the like functional design. Well, rigid, I say designing.
Yeah.
Those are my two. But yeah, I love Nomad. Wexter recently got Nomad. I don't know if he's used it yet, but
so I was on one of his Twitch streams the other night, and he was using ZBrush.
Okay,
but I don't know if he's. I mean, he's got so. If you see him in ZBrush, he's got so many like custom tools set up.
Oh my gosh, right? Dude?
That I could not even imagine trying to reset those up in Nomad. That alone would cause me to like not make the
I'll assume that he's probably just going to use Nomad for like when he's legit mobile and working on something. Because like he has, you know, textures for skins and everything that he can just boop. Like you don't get that in Nomad as easy. No. So I could see him like trying to do a texture for a skin or something, and like, no, I'm done. I'm going back.
ZBrush is awesome, but it is too expensive.
It's very expensive.
And Nomad is well priced. I'm just waiting for them to release the Linux version.
So they had a browser based version for a while, and then now I know he has like desktop versions. I would assume if he can make it for Mac, he should be able to port it to Linux as well. But
it has been mentioned that it was a beta somewhere, but I haven't found it. So
it's probably on his site. Like you poke around on their site, because the browser version was there, but you had to like know where it was to kind of get to it at one point. But it's a good program. So what was I going to say? So you said sculpting, you haven't really been designing in a while, or haven't really put anything out. So is that just fatigue, you know, or like a little bit of, trust me, I understand, because I go through design burnout all the time.
The main reason is TinkerAtlas.
Okay.
Almost all my time has gone to that.
Gotcha.
So that's been the focus for quite a while, but I am looking forward to getting back to sculpting again.
Yeah. I hear that. It is very it is a good like stress reliever to just sit down and start making something.
You
know, and then get in the zone, and then scrapping it because you messed up, and then starting all over again. No, I'm kidding.
I think any type, like for me, at least for me, like CADing something or sculpting something, it's fun. But for me, it's like, what happens with that after, right? So I've now finished that model. I've printed it. I like it, but I now upload this to the model repository of my choice, and then seeing all the different prints that people print with it, and then sharing it back on Maker World, and seeing like the different colors that people use, or even the mods that people do to it, or that's what I like to see. Is I like to see something you've designed.
It is good to see that
be liked by people, you know, and to like actually print it and share it. So that's kind of cool.
So when because it's in your head, and then you bring it from your head to like the physical world, and like people are like, you know, printing it and all. Like take the little, I don't have it, but the little IC3D or whatever dragon that came as the default file on the Snap Maker, and now it's like one of the default files on the Anycubic Cobra X. You know, like that dude. Yeah, he's got to be like, you know, on cloud nine, just like seeing all the different versions of that dragon pop up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I think like, and I think it's like one of those things where, for me, I use CAD or sculpting for like a means. I enjoy it, but I'm not like, I don't get like a euphoric feeling while I'm designing. I get that after the fact when it's done, and then I'm like, oh, I like that a lot. But the funny thing is when we had Joel Telling on a couple weeks ago, he had said something that resonated with me, not for what it was, but he said he often will put a video out that he loves that gets nothing, no traction. And then he puts a video out just quick to get it out and it takes off. And I find my designs like that. I will do something and I'm like, I friggin' love this. And I'll put it out there and that thing doesn't get downloaded once. The only time people download it are like my friends where I'm like, go download this so that it at least looks like I have one. Like and then I'll post something that I just post because I did it and I get it out there. And then that one gets downloaded hundreds and hundreds of times. So it's funny how different stuff like that works. Like when you did the A1 cover, did you just do that for you and then you just put it out there, or were you like, oh, I think people are gonna like this, but you probably didn't expect that thing to take off the way that it did?
Oh no, I didn't. I hope people would like it. But I did make it for me in the first place, But I do enjoy posting stuff or stuff I made and see other people liking it, of course. But yeah, you never know what's going to take off. Models I've used maybe, like a simple vase or whatever, maybe 30 minutes on infusion. That have done better than models I've used days on. So you never know.
I mean, that cover's been downloaded almost 11,000 times.
Yeah,
like I mean, that's
up there.
A lot of downloads, and it's funny that you have I like your gnome too. You have a Scandinavian Christmas gnome.
Yeah, cool. A pair of them, female.
I've got a thing for gnomes. I've also got a gnome that I did. But nice. That's cool.
Listen, you obviously didn't see the Mjolnir fly swatter. I was like, oh, that's
that's cool.
I was like, that's freaking cool.
I actually downloaded that. Yeah.
Listen, this spring I'm gonna let some flies in just to swat them with the Mjolnir fly swatter. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
If I can pick it up, boom, got him. It's a dad joke. That's a dad Marvel joke.
I like your Scarecrow bust too. I hadn't seen that one. That one's good.
I got one of them here. That's not the best one with the multiple. But
it's cool. I like the. I have to print that one. I'm gonna have to print that one on the U1.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Not the best one, but it was within reach. Oh, the other one, the good one is too.
I'm downloading that one now. That one's going to be printed on the U1.
One of the good ones.
That's cool. I did download the fly swatter, so that's going to get printed.
The fly swatter is getting printed for sure.
This is also one of my personal favorites.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I remember when you were working on that one, dude.
I like that filament.
You were like literally sitting there putting warts, individual warts, like not a texture. This dude was like pulling warts on him individually.
All manual work.
Yeah, dude.
That took a while.
Oh, like that is insane.
I like that. That looks good.
Probably my second most downloaded model.
Wolf. Is that the one that that's the one that Trex made into like giant, right? Yeah. Trex printed that thing out. It's like 4 or 5, it's like 4 feet tall, clear with lights on the inside. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty big.
That one's pretty recognizable. I remember that one.
Yeah. That's one of my personal favorites too.
Nice.
What's the third sculpt I did?
Oh wow.
What? Really, dude? That was the third sculpt? That's insane.
The first one was the hedgehog, that zombie hedgehog I printed a lot of times and showed off. My second one was the strawberry. Looks kind of either really happy or kind of crazy. That didn't take off at all. But both the hedgehog and the wolf did pretty good.
Nice.
I think I had there was lots of downloads of the wolf on Thingiverse when I had it there.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you thought about like slicing it for like life size? and putting that one up there as well? Because that's what tracks. I don't know if he did it himself or you did it and gave it to him.
He did it. I got him. I modified the model a bit so it would be better for it, but he did the slicing.
You probably people, like for Halloween or something, they probably would definitely be up for that one.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's a cool one.
I don't know, Kevin. I don't remember. It's a long time ago.
So, what's the future look like for MakerViking?
Get out of my head, man.
so we tend to ask like towards the end, like what will you be doing for the next 6 months?
Yeah,
3 to 6 months.
Or what's ahead for MakerViking?
More focus on TinkerAtlas. That would be the main focus probably for quite a while longer. I hope to get to a level where I can just maintain the site, so I have time for other stuff as well. And probably more books. But there's also 3D printing in the books, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I had to integrate that, and there's some other surprises as well that some in the community might recognize.
Bring it up on my iPad.
Fenrir, I hope to have that finished this year. I've said that for a few years now, but it goes in the right direction at least, even though it goes pretty slow. But I do hope to have that finished. And getting back to sculpting again too. So we'll see, and hopefully get some new printers.
Yeah, maybe a Core 1 Index.
That would be awesome.
So hey, let everybody go support TinkerAtlas, either monthly or annual subscriptions or a one-time donation, PayPal or coffee, and let's raise enough money towards MakerViking so he can get a Core 1 and or Index.
That would be awesome. Yeah,
because I can't afford one, so I will live vicariously through you.
Absolutely.
If you get one.
If I get one,
and then I'll know what it's really like.
Right.
Yeah, my wallet doesn't let me do that these days. So something has to change a lot before I can get one, at least.
Yeah. No, I live in the $400 to $1,000 range printers. Like those, that's my breadbasket right there, man. That's where I like the Cheaty Q2, man, for $500. I think that is my favorite printer currently right now. But I love that thing. But I never got a +4. I do want the Max 4 now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those.
Yeah, big
but we'll see. K2 Kevin says that I should add index to Fenrir. A 2 tool head. Maybe. It's a small printer. Ymir index has been thought of in that regard, so that might happen eventually. I don't know. We'll see.
And what's the size difference between the two?
Fenrir is about the same size as the Warren V0.
Yeah.
So 120. Better. And Ymir is 650.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Huge difference.
It's a big boy. You ever think of making like normal size printers, huh?
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
There have been thoughts about 400 at least.
Normal-ish, I guess. I guess.
Adjacent at least.
Yeah, it's like Fenrir go fun, and then it's Ymir go big. Right?
Yeah. He's like, I want to be able to put 40 wait. Fenrirs inside of the big one, inside of the 650.
Fit quite a lot of them, yeah. So
my brother was like, "You don't speak Norwegian. Just relax, Steve."
It's fine.
It's like, whoa.
But Fenrir. I can say that one. Is it Ymir?
Ymir.
Emu. Okay.
Yeah,
That one's a little harder to say, but
That's-
Cinderella.
yeah,
Yeah.
a bit Fenrir is what it's Fenris in English, I think.
Mhm.
Okay.
At least that's what I've seen. It's the Fenrir wolf. So yeah,
Cool.
probably easier to say.
Oh yeah, hence the wolf logo. Okay, now I get it. Makes sense now. Yep.
It's
Well,
the
cool.
Fenrir wolf from Norse mythology, and
Nice.
Ymir is a frost giant from Norse mythology that the world was made of.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why I've heard that word before. Okay.
Mhm.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, Kenrog says it's simple words, Fenrir and Ymir. Yeah, but he's also
Yeah.
Norwegian like me, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fenris and Ymir.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll have to practice that so I don't fumble
Yeah.
over it next time I say
No, it's fine.
it.
But yeah,
All right.
dude, we appreciate you coming on
Yeah.
and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Plastered your links up to the chat. So,
Appreciate that.
but yeah, if you guys aren't, and you're streaming off and on now, right? As well.
Yeah, I got started, and then I had a week or so that with low energy, not feeling too well. So I haven't gotten back from that yet, but I will stream real soon. Yeah,
on Twitch. So make sure to follow MakerViking on Twitch.
Yep.
He's been streaming off and on. Show some love, show some support. He's doing a lot. So
and if you're a sci-fi fan, check out his book.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's book one. It's a like a pre-book thing for
I called it prequel,
coming.
but I don't know if that's the
epilogue.
right word.
It's an epilogue. There you go. Right. It's a prologue. Prologue.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read that tonight. It's sci-fi based, so I'm a big sci-fi fan.
It's about 18,000 words, so a novella.
Perfect. So and again, that right now that is available for free, but you can read that, and then when the book comes out, I'm gonna buy the book, or the next one. I will buy that.
I know a dude with a fairly deep voice. He's one of our mods. You should get GTR Dad Matt to read it.
Yeah, he could be the audio book.
I was trying to see if I see him pop up. I'm sorry, Matt. I won't put you on the spot, man. But yeah. Hey, we want to wish you the best in everything that you're doing. If you ever need us to shout something out, you know how to get in touch with me, man. Just shoot me a message like, hey, the book's out. We'll plug it on here. You're a part of what makes the community, even though you're on the other side of the world. And you're better than Nap, and you can tell him I said that, okay?
It's official now.
Yeah. You're better.
Definitely send the book, because I'm super interested about the book. So
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you get a rise out of him later on.
That's gonna be fun.
But yeah, we appreciate you coming on, man.
We do, man.
Thanks for having me.
See you.
I appreciate it.
I would say have a good night, but it's actually kind of have a good morning for you.
Yeah. Go get
it's 3:59
almost get some breakfast.
I need some food.
Hey, also he has a Discord, so make sure to join his Discord as well.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll post a link for that.
Yeah, we'll post that on X on Unspooled, and link to it. So
yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, all right, man. See you
later. So MakerViking.
Yeah.
That's one busy man.
That's a busy. Oh, I almost cursed. That's a busy person, dude.
I know exactly the word you were going to say.
Yes.
2 words combined.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I gotta learn how to say that in Norwegian. There you go.
Yeah.
Probably sounds a little bit cooler in Norwegian as well.
Yeah, geez, he's busy. I mean, TinkerAtlas, 2 printers. Now he's writing books. Sci-fi books, which are my favorite. So,
everything, dude. That's a lot.
Crazy. But yeah, I am going to be playing a lot with TinkerAtlas. And you guys should too.
It's very clean.
It's such a good looking site. Like if you actually look at it. If any of you have ever done any web development.
It is very nice looking.
Yeah, it's a very nice. He does good work.
Trust me,
but
we've
the
all
features-
signed up for sketchier looking websites.
Oh, yeah. But
This looks
the
good, though.
features that it has, I think if people really go and sign up for an account and look at it, I
Yeah.
think they would use it a lot. Like I'm wondering if
So I think
Yeah.
one of the things right now, it feels like it may only be like 3D printing people, but it's TinkerAtlas. It doesn't have to just be 3D printing people. You know,
anything making, anything tinkering.
related. I actually do I even still own that domain name? I gotta check because I had like the same kind of like thought, but not in that scale. It was more like a Yellow Pages thing, and this was like ages ago, and I never did it because I procrastinate all the time. But so it was as soon as I saw it, I signed up for his. I was like, yes, I'm signing up. And the thing is, like, you know, it's bridging gaps that people probably didn't think about, and now that you have a tool to kind of like utilize it, like people need to sign up to make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's like you said, he was adding features for creators and stuff. So there's a creators link on there, and there's a page where you go in and you can put like your Twitch, your YouTube. So not only can makers find makers and tinkerers find tinkerers, but you can also find other fellow creators, or if you're not a creator and you just want to use it to find a creator, you can do that, right? So like I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, you know, Killer Prince is on there, MakerViking's on there, Stephen Poole, Layers with Lily, Bearded Bucket, Bearded Printer, you know, all the people that a lot of us already know, but there's also some people on there that I've never heard the name of. So it'd be a cool way to find other, you know, YouTube channels or Twitch channels. So it's neat, you know. I think there's a lot of ways that all of us could use that site to connect with other people. You know?
I mean, even down to like, you know, buying printers, like, you know, GTR is always buying printers. So if you like, and sometimes he's like, well, I don't know who this guy is. Who is he? You know, or is he sketchy or something? But if you know, if you can go on TinkerAtlas and verify his account or whatever, I'm like, okay, he is like legit, you know, printing person in the community, yada yada yada. Then it kind of changes everything, you know, and makes it a tool that, you know, people just have available all the time. Or even if you want to do some like small, you know, like say you're filling an order and you're looking for somebody in your area that may be also that you know, to help out and run some for you or whatever, and they already have an established reputation of like, you can see some of their prints and know that they do quality stuff, and so you might be able to throw some work their way and they can help you out. So you know,
so like one of the
local communities.
One of the things of it is where you can enter like your printer inventory, right? So I can go in my profile and I can add all the printers I have. So if you look someone up in there, like you can see like, oh, this person has one printer or this person has 25 printers. You know, and you may be able to reach out to that person and say, you know, hey, I'm looking for print time, you know, can you print these out for me? You know, so there's a lot of different ways that I think the site is intended to be used, but there's probably also a lot of ways that you could use it that it might not be necessarily intended for, but it could prevent an opportunity. So and like if you look at what's cool too is if you look up somebody specifically, like right now I'm looking at GTR Dad, and GTR Dad's profile, it has his printers, it has like his Instagram, but there's also a section when you look at someone's profile that says similar makers, and it'll give you some recommendations of a similar maker, and then a link where it says like discover more, which you can click on and it'll give you more. But you can also filter that by like city, right? So I can say, oh, show me all the people that live, you know, in Boston, Massachusetts, you know, and see that. So, and if you look, like there are people on here from Belgium, the UK. Like there's people from all over the world on here. Egypt,
Yeah.
Japan, Germany, like Switzerland. Holy crud!
Right.
But yeah, I mean, what other way really can you connect with makers all over the world like that? Using something like X or Instagram, it's not easy to do
It's
that.
not easy. No, it's not.
And there's really no other way. There's no other platform that's gonna do that for you that easily. It's really neat.
I mean, I think because I do feel like 3D printing is a little bit of a what's the word? It's a niche community.
Oh, it's definitely small. Yeah.
But if I ran into a total stranger that was like, "Hey, I got a TiVo tornado," like on the streets, like if I run into somebody and they're in the 3D printing and they tell me they got TiVo tornado, there's like an automatic bond there when like someone has like this niche machine that you liked as well, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be like, "Oh, okay, like let's have a conversation. Let's be friends or at least associates, and talk about the stuff that we love, and I don't know, maybe we get a coffee later or something, or start our own maker space." Or
I actually did that yesterday. So I went to my doctor's office yesterday, and on the desk,
didn't even have an appointment. He just went there.
So I show up there, and there's the lady behind the desk, and I look down, and what do I see are the tiny little Karen Chow ducks on the desk printed. There were like 6 of them. All these.
You sure they're hers? There's a bunch of them now. Like,
I'm pretty sure they were hers, but so I picked one up, and I was like, "Oh, somebody here likes to 3D print, just doing it." And she goes, "Oh yeah," she's like, "That's my husband. My husband 3D prints." And I look behind, and there's all these 3D prints all over the place.
Nice.
And it was just like, obviously I wasn't like, "Oh, like what's your husband's name? Where do you guys live?" But it's just that I find that that's often the way that I find out that someone 3D prints is I'm at their place of business, or I'm at their house, or I'm somewhere, and I see that they have a part that's printed, and then I'm like, "Oh, you must 3D print," and then you kind of start talking. But I mean, I think this would be a way for me to find, like, I said the example thing, right? Like I could go on TinkerAtlas and find out that my neighbor 6 houses down on the same street is now on TinkerAtlas in 3D prints,
right?
And I would have never known that, right? Like, how would I have ever known that? But so yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
So what time is it? 9:23.
It's about that time.
We're pretty much done. We're done. So thank you for everybody that joined. Special thank you to the few people in chat who said that they were from Norway, from MakerViking's neck of the woods, because you were also up very late to join in. So we really do appreciate that. I think it was Lost Boy 1973 _3D. I know he was one that was from Norway. So again, thank you for joining in. He's probably off now, sleeping or something. So and then Kangarog, he's from that area too. He joined in. So we really appreciate it, and I know MakerViking probably appreciated it.
Yep. I am looking for anyone have any Maker or 3D printing raid targets that are actively online right now? We could definitely throw some people their way. I see Polyfo's on, but we already raided Polyfo like twice. I don't want it to seem like we're stalking them.
We're just a Polyfo feeder,
right?
Just keep.
Oh, I see someone. I don't know if they're actually doing anything. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. I don't hear him talking. About to be Poly. Oh, we can go. We'll raid Astro Canuck. All right, so we're gonna raid into Astro Canuck. just make sure share some love, and like as we always do, we appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Who's this?
Definitely.
Oh, Harold Poker's on. Harold Poker.
Yeah.
I have my glasses on. What's the last name?
He always posts in Unspooled, actually, doesn't he?
Yeah. We'll rate in the Harold. We'll rate in the Harold. Astro Canuck has a ton of people already. So don't tell them we're coming. All right. Once again, we appreciate you guys. As usual, we will see you all next week.
Next week, episode 39.
Episode 39.
All right. Later, guys. Have a good night.
Later.